Published in 1984, Brothers and Keepers is a memoir by John Edgar Wideman that explores the divergent life paths of two African-American siblings, John and his brother Robbie, despite growing up in similar circumstances. Originating from a modest background in the Homewood neighborhood of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, John achieves success as a Rhodes Scholar, a college professor, and a prominent writer. In contrast, Robbie succumbs to a life of heroin addiction and eventually receives a life sentence for his involvement in a failed robbery and confidence scheme that turned fatal. Through personal reflections and extensive interviews conducted across prison glass, Wideman draws parallels between his own life journey and that of his brother. The narrative grapples with profound themes such as race, identity, prison conditions, and the American dream. The memoir commences in February 1976 in Laramie, Wyoming, a predominantly white town characterized by its snowy winters. At this time, Wideman, a literature and creative writing professor at the University of Wyoming, anticipates the arrival of Robbie, who is a fugitive wanted for murder following a botched robbery 3 months earlier. The ill-fated robbery, where Robbie, along with 2 accomplices, had intended to steal from a white man expecting stolen television sets, goes awry when the planned fence escapes. In the ensuing chaos, the fence is mistakenly shot by one of the accomplices. Wideman reflects on the starkly contrasting trajectories of his and his brother's lives. While he and his sister excelled academically and athletically in high school, Robbie, a decade younger, sought recognition in the streets, associating with a risky crowd of drinkers, drug users, and petty criminals. Despite their differing pursuits, Wideman contends that both he and Robbie are chasing distinct facets of the American dream, Wideman through conventional notions of family and stability, and Robbie through an outlaw's path, which many African Americans view as a more viable option, given the prevalent racism in America. Wideman vividly recounts an incident where, upon Robbie's arrest, the police nearly apprehended him too, emphasizing the enduring impact of their shared racial identity. Wideman also reflects on the sacrifices made by both brothers in the pursuit of their respective goals. For Robbie, this translates to a quest for freedom and comfort, while for John, it means grappling with the loss of his identity and sense of community as a black man assimilating into white society. The memoir delves into the complexities of familial bonds, societal expectations, and the relentless pursuit of dreams amidst the challenges posed by race and circumstance. I had ventured westward to escape the embodiment of demons that my brother Robbie had become, reflects Wideman. I had no need for outlaw siblings serving as reminders of the immense losses, compromises, and the tumultuous world beyond the sheltered cocoon of my life on the plains of Laramie. For Wideman, adhering to a law-abiding existence entails suppressing his anger rather than retaliating against the individuals and institutions that seek to dismantle him as a black man. Following his brother's arrest, the narrative shifts its focus to the grim realities of American prisons, conditions that disproportionately afflict black men like Robbie. Wideman vividly portrays the corrupt and sadistic tendencies of the guards, aptly labeled the keepers in the book. These individuals go to extremes, even resorting to murdering prisoners deemed troublemakers. Even those like Robbie, who manage to escape these unofficial death sentences, endure what Wideman terms civil death. He likens his visits to the prison to attending the funeral of a cherished one, albeit with less closure. As the book unfolds, Wideman supplements the narrative with poems, letters, and first-person accounts penned from Robbie's perspective, offering readers insight into the younger brother's motivations. The descent from youthful rebellion, common among teenagers of all backgrounds, spirals out of control, exacerbated in no small part by the narrow margin of error faced by black Americans. By the book's conclusion, Robbie attains a college degree while behind bars, assimilating some of his brother's character traits and, to some extent, grappling with the duality of the black experience in America. This duality, more than anything else, remains Wideman's central concern in crafting Brothers and Keepers. Ironically, it is Wideman himself, metaphorically imprisoned within walls of his own construction, who struggles to fully reconcile this dual nature, admitting, "I had no feelings apart from the series of roles and masquerades I found myself playing. My primary concern at the time was not about rediscovering an authentic core. What I dreaded most and expended most of my energy avoiding was being unmasked." The prevailing pessimistic tone permeates much of the book and intensifies towards the end when it is revealed that the prison program facilitating Robbie's college degree has been discontinued. While the Weidman brothers may not find conventional happy endings or easy answers, they gain a profound understanding of themselves and, more broadly, the challenges of being Black in America, an understanding they share with the reader. As Ishmael Reed observes in a review for the New York Times, by merging his literary prowess with the frankness and vitality of his brother's street style, Mr. Weidman imparts added power and depth to this exploration of the conflicting values and aspirations of two brothers. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.